Hey everyone, this is Ken, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial, guys, on a skeleton or zombie farm. Now, what's cool about this, it works for both systems, and the design is identical. You don't have to do anything different. Now, once you come down here, you're going to notice you have this awesome chamber area with all the bells and whistles. You have a storage system on the right, and you also have a villager, so you could trade some of those items you're going to be collecting, which is fantastic. There's extra XP and emeralds. And you have an enchantment room on the left. Now, it's highly recommended, guys, to make sure you have a sword with mending. So once you get that XP, it can repair the sword and you'll never run out of it. Now, quite simple. Just walk right here in the center, stand right there, and just wait. After a few seconds, you're going to notice you're going to start getting those mobs falling right there in front of you. And the cool thing is, not even the baby zombies could attack you, which is fantastic. Now, after 1 or 2 hits, you're going to get that XP. That simple. Now, what I like to do personally, just wait a bit, let this collect up a little bit, and have just a whole bunch bundle up right there. Just like this. And then once they're all nice and firm, guys, you just hit them, and that's it. You get tons of XP. And the great thing about this, you're in a safe environment, and say once you get some of those items that get shot at you, because when you hit them, you do collect some of their items, you can actually open this bottom part and drop it right inside. And then continue going on like nothing happened. Now, another cool feature I want to add is, as you're down here, you're not going to really know what time it is upstairs, if it's nighttime or daytime. So I made this little hole in the center so that you can see, or just give you an idea, what is happening outside. Because quite frankly, I really don't want to go out there if it's nighttime. Or if you have a clock, you can set that up too. Now, the outside, guys, is going to look like this if you're lucky. But you could really build this whole thing on the ground if, for say, the spawner is in a lower level. And as you can see, everything's within that kind of spacing, which is fantastic. So I'm going to show you all the mechanics, and I'm going to really show you all the systems that I put in place. And the redstone is super minimal. And like I said, guys, this thing works with zombies or skeletons. Now, enough talking, guys. Let's jump right into it. Now, first thing you have to find is a spawner. So you're going to have to go down into one of these caves and find one of these. Should look similar to this format, but make sure you find one. Do not destroy that spawner, because otherwise it kind of defeats the purpose. That is the key factor in this whole build. Now, make sure you either put on peaceful mode or light it up like crazy. Add tons of torches. Now, at this point, we're going to dig a hole out, and I'm going to give you the exact spacing of this hole. So right now, just take a moment and make sure you pause the video, because this is going to take some time. I'm going to show you how much spacing you're going to need on the up and down bottom. Now, side to side, it's all even. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And also, starting from that torch, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 by 4 all around. And the spawner makes 5, if that makes sense. Now, this whole thing right here, this whole gray area, going straight up, is 11 blocks long. See? And from the spawner underneath is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from ground level. So 6 from here, and then 11 going straight up from the spawner right above it, and then 6 below it. I hope you guys understand that. Now, what you're going to do is count 2 blocks from the center, go right towards the front of this build, and break about 2 blocks going inwards in this 2 by 2 pattern. That's the only time you're really going to be going outwards in that perimeter, so not to worry. Then you're going to place a comparator like so, with a block in front of it, and some redstone dust there, and then you're going to cover this up like so, leaving that space open just for now. Then place a block right there, about 1 block away from it, delete that, place another block side by side, then you're going to place a redstone torch on that side, and this side as well of that block with a redstone dust in that location. Now, right parallel to the redstone torch, place 2 hoppers facing each other with another block on the side and a redstone torch, and you're going to mirror this image. So place another block right there with some redstone dust, and coming from here, you're going to place 2 comparators going forward and another comparator going outwards on either side. And once again, you're going to place 2 hoppers facing each other. What we're creating here is a silent item. It's a silent timer. Now, I'm going to show you exactly how to set this up. Now, over here, where the comparators are at, you're going to place 1 piece of dirt. Perfect. And right over here, you're going to place 20 pieces of dirt. And all that does is control this timing circuit, which is going to activate 2 dispensers that we're going to place later on. I'm going to show you why this is so crucial for this build. Now we're going to delete this because this is right in the middle of the entire design, and place our dispensers right over here. And then you're going to place the blocks right back on the side. Now starting from here, you're going to place a straight line of blocks like so. Delete that. And over here as well. And with the back of the design, you can place 1 block in the middle. Now you can extend these blocks upwards, just the sides, and on this side as well. Fantastic. Now, all you have to do now is just fill up this entire area like so and create a nice flat platform. Now, once you've done that on both sides equally, I want to show you why this is so important. Now, you're going to delete these blocks and just kind of, well, I'm going to delete them personally. But what's most important is that last block parallel to the dispensers. Place a soul sand right there. And let's cover this up. Now, right over here, guys, let me just make this more of a visual. You're going to place your fence gates right over here, and you're going to open them. And leave them in the open position. Now the timer is going to be on, so make sure you do it quick and put a bucket of water in each dispenser. What's going to happen is that's going to control the bubbles. Now the reason why you want to control that is because, now you can place a bucket of water right there as well. It's because when the zombies get there and they get pushed forward, they get stuck because that system works so fast that they push them up and they get stuck right at the edge. So it allows them to go in without getting stuck, and it really, trust me, it makes a huge difference. Now once you place your row of fence gates on top like so, you're going to open them up as well, and you're going to place 1 bucket of water on each corner like so. Perfect. Now, quick side note, guys, make sure you delete that and place 3 glass blocks on top, or 3 blocks, whatever you want to choose. And on top of it, you're going to make an entire platform right across. So fill this up with blocks because you want to make this completely sealed off. And the side right there as well on the bottom. Now, like I was saying, side note, make sure you take out all the torches, otherwise the spawner will not work. It has to be in pitch dark settings. But you can do that either now or at the end of the video. Just kind of do that at your own, your own safety. Now, starting from the center of this whole build, right here in the center, now that we made this top platform, you're going to delete the back block, or the block in the back where the water is going down. Not the front where the dispensers are at. Now, starting here, besides that soul sand we just placed, you're going to create another platform. That's going to be the main platform for your area. Now, you're going to place 2 columns right here in the center. Delete that because you want this to look nice. And on both sides, you're going to make this kind of symmetrical pattern. So you can place 2 more rows, well, 2 more columns like so, starting there, and extend that upwards. Once again, you will repeat the same thing. Now on this side, on the left hand side, we're just going to cover this whole thing up because we're not going to really be utilizing that space. So create that 4x4 pattern. And with this one, it's going to be the same thing, but a little different. should have this kind of look. Sorry for the background noise, guys. I can't control what people do outside. Now, we're going to place a block right over here and extend this downwards one more time. And now we're going to fill this up as well. The only thing is we're going to leave this end part to more blocks empty. And not to worry, I'm going to show you exactly how this is going to look. Now, pause the video. Just rework it so you have the stairs on both sides and you have this kind of setup just the way it is. Now, ideally you want to place a fence or something there to prevent the villager that you're going to place in there not move. Now over here, delete those 2 blocks just so that when you place your door, it could open that way. And place those 2 blocks back and make sure to put a piece of soul sand right there with a pressure plate in front of the doors. When you leave, we just go right over here. And what I want you to do is, this is the spot that you had to leave alone. And you're going to dig that hole straight up if you can. And you're going to empty out this whole thing straight up, because that's going to be your exit. And on each block, you're going to place 1 water source. All the way until you get to the top. Now what I did here, guys, is once I got up here, I counted, right? Because you can't go back down at that point. Is 1, 2, and on the 3rd one, you're going to dig straight down. And that's going to lead you on the side where we place the soul sand. Makes it very easy to find that. You're going to place your water source right there. And then you're going to build this straight up and you're going to empty up that hole like so. So once we go back up, guys, start digging from the next block next to it. And then, of course, once you hit the bottom, you can now fix this column straight up. Now we have a way of coming in and out with no headaches. Now at this point, guys, you're going to dig. Well, you're going to break these blocks and you're going to go about 3 high and 5 wide. Then we're going to place our bookshelves and we're going to create this awesome pattern. Remember, we're going about 2 out, 5 in the back. And right over here, that's where our enchantment table is going to be located. So let's fill this up nicely and really make this look phenomenal. Fantastic. Now, once again, we're going to place some blocks like so. And we're going to cover this whole section up. Great. Now you're going to bring another row of blocks right on top of here, and trust me, it's going to add that extra trimming, which we'll explain later on. Now place a block there, a stair right there, upside down. And once again, guys, you're going to fill this up straight up to the top. And a block on top of the stair like so. Now what I did was I added some spruce wood right down to the center over here. And another set of spruce wood right here, which makes that the center of this whole build. And we're going to cover this up like so. And now we have the whole left side all set up. See? And you even cover that up by adding 3 more blocks. Now we're going to work on this side, which is the right hand side, and we're going to set up the storage. Now we're going to delete these blocks. And starting here, we're going to start deleting this entire wall about 4 high. And that's only because we need the spacing. Now we're going to set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to set 3 rows like so. And of course, make these bad boys some large chests. That's going to be enough storage for the system because it's going to really help organize everything. And right behind it, you're going to place your hoppers going towards each chest. Perfect. See how everything's just going right straight forward? Then you're going to place 1 hopper going down and a straight line of hoppers going towards that direction. So let's try to extend this all the way to the back. And then a few, 1, 2 on the side. Fantastic. Then you can place one dropper right there with a piece of soul sand on top of it. And 2 hoppers going towards the dropper. 1, 2. Then of course, fill this up like so. Because you want to cover this up. There's going to be the shaft that everything is going to start dropping in there. Now before we even get to that, let's start setting this up as well. Place a piece of glass there. And a straight line. And we're going to fill this up with some water. Place another piece of glass. Another bucket of water. And a straight line of blocks. And 1 bucket of water. And that's going to create the perfect stream to really set our nice, simple item elevator. See? It's really starting to look good. Now, I want to show you one way to set this up. You could use any way you want to. Just make sure you create some kind of item elevator to get to those hoppers. So place a hopper in the subtract mode with a block in front of it and a block on the side at that angle. With a redstone dust right in the center. A block on top of that with a block on the side and a piece of redstone dust there. With a repeater going forward. And right over here, you're going to place a redstone dust in front of the repeater to activate the comparator. Now, quick side note, make sure you put some blocks on the side over here to avoid this headache. All you have to do is place 2 blocks right there. And you're going to see, once we place these items, they're going to go perfectly smooth, straight up with no headaches. Now, we're going to fill this up with some blocks of your choice. And right across. And what I like to do is just mimic what we do on one side to the other. See? So pause the video and just have that set up the way you see on the screen. What I like to do personally is also add some glowstone to really light up the chest and really make everything look nice. Now over here, guys, you're going to place some blocks right there. And you should have this perfect symmetry on top of the ceiling. See? And you could fill this up like so. And if you want to, what I did also was add some upside down stairs on the edge here. And make sure to delete anything that's inside here if you want to create that awesome ceiling to let you know what's the weather outside. Now we're gonna set up the kill chamber here, and it's gonna be kind of interesting because this can either lead you outside or you can still be on the ground. Now ideally, we're gonna dig straight up about 25 blocks, and then straight down 25 blocks. So you should have this double-sided kind of entrance thing going on here. Now I'm gonna count. Now we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, and then 10 I'm going to put for the red sand. Then we go another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 2 more blocks up. Now in this case, I was lucky enough that I actually just made it outside, which is awesome. But you might not have that, that luxury. So if that happens, make sure you go about 25, 26 blocks up to really have some extra headroom as you're making this. Now going 1 block forward, you're going to dig straight down until you get to that soul sand that we placed earlier. Now I hope I don't break it. Oh, I just did. But you should get to the spot right over here, guys. Perfect. See, so you're right in the chamber itself. Now, what you're going to do is place a water source right above where the dispensers are at. Because you don't want to interfere with those 2 blocks underneath those dispensers area. And then once again, place a water source on top of each block, besides the dispensers area, till you get to the top. Now, once you get up here, guys, I'm just going to add a few more blocks. But ideally, you want to create this kind of effect. Now place a block right there. Now we will be placing a fence gate right there, and you're going to leave it open. And you'll place 2 water sources right there so that you get that bubble effect going straight up. Now, once you go back down to the main kill chamber, place a slab there, a trapdoor right there to cover that up, and one piece of glass. And guys, the design is complete. Now, if you took off all the lights, you're good to go. Now, like I said previously, make sure when they get up here, they have an additional 2 blocks of space because they will be shooting and kind of hopping up at that point. And you don't want them to get stuck. So we'll have 2 blocks additionally. So you will have to dig about a 25 block high shaft, besides that whole other layer that I explained previously. And make your entrance the way you want it. You can decorate this area to your likings. Take the time to personalize it and really make it yours, guys. And make sure that there's no light where the spawner is at, otherwise this system will not work. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you think in the comments. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching. Remember to please leave a comment and to click that subscribe button if you want to join. Thank you.